And you've been listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mark Sherry here with Tobey LaRoche. And you just heard Bag Lady doing Rocket. And we started out with Angry Johnny and the Killbillies with High Noon in Killville. So, Bag Lady with their rocket from out of Greenfield, Massachusetts, they're taking off and going into the stratosphere with this one.
I love these guys. These are folks that are, right in the valley here in Western Massachusetts, and I've seen them live a few times now. They're a little loud, but in a good way. So if anyone's looking for that like heavier sound, but with a lot of like really nice creativity, they're an awesome band to catch. They're sort of like alternative metal, but have a really nice punky sound to them. And the main guy, Michael Grover, he's a great performer. He puts on such a good show. He always just has such amazing energy on stage. So I highly recommend catching these guys if you ever see them out in public.
Yeah, this is definitely a great punk rocker. And I love the drums in this tune. I mean, they stand out so much. And, I rarely follow a song from start to finish just listening to the drums. But in this one, I definitely can and enjoy it as well.
Yeah, the drummer Tim he's great. I've seen him play in a couple different projects over the years, and always a very fun drummer to witness.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a really fun, listenable tune. Really, really well done. And this band has been together since 2014. And they've actually recorded, believe this tune and others with Jim Fogarty, who was a former engineer at Mainline Recording in Westfield, Mass., which was formerly Zing Studios, where they had some amazing bands like in the hard rock metal genres, All That Remains, Killswitch Engage, Shadows Fall. Definitely some good credits there.
Yeah, and before that, we had another amazing story song by Angry Johnny and the Killbillies. I don't know how. I've never heard of these guys. Again, you're introducing me to so much great music today. But this song, High Noon in Killville, the classic story of that one last heist gone wrong. Why did we do it?
Angry Johnny, this is a 2010 tune, and they're out of East Hampton, Massachusetts. And Angry Johnny is incredibly prolific. This particular tune, though, has probably been the most listened to tune of all of his, I believe. This has got just on Spotify 1.5 million streams. And
Wow.
he had a full album that he did, or sometimes even two albums every year from 2010 to 2019. So this guy, he writes a lot of music.
Yeah.
And this tune, and he's been characterized, by the way, as they call it like punkabilly or cowpunk, psychobilly, gothic Americana, dark country, call it whatever you like. I guess in other people's minds, people have said things like Angry Johnny and the Killbillies are Norman Rockwell's worst nightmare come to life.
Well, they certainly have a very unique sound, and they really put out a really great story in this song. It reminds me very much of like Hurricane by Dylan. It's got that same sort of flow and energy to
Oh,
it, and goes on
absolutely.
and on.
Yeah, no, absolutely it does. It's got all the elements of a movie in it, this
Hmm.
thing. In fact, he references in the middle of the tune somewhere, he said, it looks like I'm starting my own Dog Day Afternoon, great old Al Pacino movie. And here in this tune, he's robbing the local supermarket, and the robbery goes bad. The bag boy grabs a shotgun and blows away one of the robbers. And then they're holed up, and his girlfriend comes in to plead with, or his ex-girlfriend, I should say, comes in to plead with him to give up. And the big bad sheriff, Dick Turner, is there trying to, tell him, yeah, come out, we won't hurt you. And of course, that ain't true.
Mm-mm.
And of course, Dick Turner winds up with his ex-girlfriend and he gets life in prison. Great story and a great tune. As you said, it reminds you like a little of Hurricane by Dylan. It's got that flow to it.
Now, do you know if Angry Johnny and the Killbillies are still a band? Do they still play?
I have not seen them around playing in the area. In the day, I know they used to play in the Northampton Brewery a lot. And I saw them there a couple of times years ago, but I haven't seen them recently, so I don't know.
All these great East Hampton folks that aren't doing the thing anymore around here. I want them back. That's it for us today. Thanks for visiting us, and we hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. I'm Tobey LaRoche, here this week with Mark Sherry. The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances.
And if you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it and like the New Music Alliance and the Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate your making a donation or becoming a member or sponsor.
If you're a local Western New England musician who'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com and join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. Until next week, please stay safe and keep on listening
to great original local music. And let's have Charles and Caliph Neville take us out today with African Eyes.